Hi friends, welcome back. Today we are going to solve Codeforces problem winner. Before we start looking the details of this problem, examples and the solution, I want to mention that my channel is dedicated to help people in their Java J2 interviews and in their coding interviews. On my channel you will find a lot of helpful videos if you are preparing for any Java J2 interviews or learning Java concepts or coding examples. You will find more than 200 solved coding interview problems which were previously asked by big tech companies like Amazon, Apple, Facebook, Microsoft, Google, Yahoo, and many others. So if you are preparing for any Java interviews or coding interviews, please subscribe to this channel now. This channel can definitely help you in your interview preparation. So please subscribe it. So let's look into the winner problem. The winner of the card game popular in Berland, Burlogging, is determined according to the following rules. If at the end of the game there is only one player with maximum number of points, he is the winner. The situation becomes more difficult if number of such players is more than one. During each round, a player gains or loses a particular number of points. In the course of the game, the number of points is registered in the line name and score, right? Where name is player's name and score is the number of points he gained in this round, which is an integer number. If score is negative, this means that the player has lost in the round. So if two or more players have the maximum number of points, say it equals to m at the end of the game, then wins the one of them who scored at least m points first. So basically, if there are multiple players who are getting the same number of points at the end of the game, then whoever scores those points first is the winner. Basically, that's what they are saying. Initially, each player has 0 points. It's guaranteed that at the end of the game, at least one player has a positive number of points. So this is the problem description. So let's look into the input of this problem. So first line contains number, which is number of rounds played. So as you can see, there are 3 rounds played, and following n lines containing information about the rounds like name and score. Whoever is winner for that round is there and their score is given, right? So Mike is the first wins the first round, his score is 3. Andrew wins second round, his score is 5. Mike wins 2 points, his score is 2, right? So like that. So this is the input that is given to us. So now as you can see, to find out who is the winner, we have to first find out who, like whoever, what is the maximum points that is scored by one player in this list, right? So total maximum points will be 5 scored by Andrew here, and if you calculate Mike's point, that is also 5, right? Because he scores 3 here and he scores 2 here. So total points he scores is also 5. But now as you can see, if we calculate from the beginning, the Andrew scores 5 points first, right? Because Andrew on the second round he scores 5 points. So in this case Andrew will be the winner, right? So that's how they have given us this first example. Now in the second example, Andrew scores 3 points here and Andrew scores 2 points here, right? And Mike scores 5 points. So total points again are same by Andrew and Mike. Both are scoring 5 points. But as you can see, Andrew is the one who is scoring 5 points first, right? Because Mike will score after Andrew. After the second round, Mike will score. But Andrew scores total 5 points in the second round itself, right? So Andrew is the winner. So this is some examples they have given us for the winner problem. So let's go ahead and let's just take some example on the whiteboard so we can discuss how we can solve this problem. So as you can see, this is one example that I took for the explanation. So here we have total 4 rounds, right? Total 4 rounds are there. So what we will do is so we will directly go to the implementation part here, right? Because I mean, I already explained you in this example how we are going to decide the winner, right? So for example, Andrew will score here 7 points and Mike also scores 7 points. But at this point, Andrew scores 7 points, right? He scores 7 points here. So he is the winner here, right? Because Mike will score after Andrew scores 7 points. So Andrew is the winner. So let's see how we can implement this problem. So we can first do a hash map. Let's just say this is our hash map, right? So it has name value pair, right? So name is the key and then this points is the value, right? So let's say Andrew, right? So let's say Andrew here, I am just writing A for Andrew. So Andrew scores 3 points first. So we'll go from each of these rounds, right? Then Mike scores 3 points. So Mike scores 3 points. Now again Andrew is here. Andrew scores 4 points. So if we already have an entry, then we will just increment that by 4 points. So now 3 plus 4, it becomes 7 here, and Mike will also score 4 points. So Mike will also get 7 points here, right? So after that we will just go through this hash map and we will find what is the maximum score that we found, right? So maximum score we find is equal to 7, right? So that one we will just get from this map, right? After that we will just go through this what we will do is again we will go through this rounds, right? These rounds of this game, and then again we will create another map actually, right? So again we will create one more map here, and what this map will be looking similar to this map here. What we will do is we will keep entry into this map, but before that we will always check against our maximum that we find, right? So Andrew 3, so we will put Andrew 3 entry here, right? Andrew is 3. We will check if this 3 is equal to 7. No. So we will proceed. Then Mike is 3, so we will make an entry into this map Mike 3, right? So 3 is not equal to 7, so we will proceed. Now Andrew 4, right? So we will now put add 4 into this 3, so it becomes 7. So after adding, we will check this against our maximum, right? We will check it against our maximum. So 7 is equal to 7, which means that Andrew reached our maximum score. So Andrew will be the winner, right? So this is the approach to solve this winner problem. So I hope you got the point. So let's move to the Java code for this problem. So Java code is the same as we explained on this whiteboard. So first is this is the input that is given to us. So this is the same example that we took on the whiteboard. Now n is also given to us. N is 4, that is number of rounds of the game. So we will first create one map which is string comma integer, and we will go through all of these rounds, right? And then we will populate this map basically. As you can see in this for loop, what we are doing is we are just using string tokenizer. We will just separate out this name and points, and we will put that into the map, right? So if map contains the name, right, then we will just add it into the existing point, right? For example here, and like in this second one, Andrew 3 will be present into the map, right? So we will add 3 plus 4 is 7. So that's what we are doing here. After we are done with our this for loop, we will have our map populated, right? This map will be populated. As you can see, this map will be populated. This is the first map that we have. So after that we will again go through this map, right? We are going through this map and we are calculating the maximum, right, from the values. So we know how much maximum points one has scored into all the rounds, right? Once we calculate total rounds. So after that we'll just create one hash set of strings, and what we will do is we will add that entry whenever we get a maximum points of the map, then we will just add that into our set, right? The key we will add into the set. uh, so after that we will create this another map, right? Hash map 2. It is again string and integer map, and again we will go through all the rounds, right? And what we will do is why we are using this set is because this set will have all the these numbers who are playing basically, right? So Andrew and Mike basically, right? And uh, means all the players which has scored the maximum entries the set will have, right? So let me just write down here one comment. So actually here, right? So we'll populate the set with player names who scored maximum points. right? Because we are not interested in other players, right? We are only interested in players which have scored maximum point. For example, Andrew scored 7 point, Mike also scored 7 point. If there is another player, let's say John, who is just scoring, let's say 4 points, then we don't care, right? Because he is not the winner anyways, because we know the maximum now, right? So that's why we use the set here. So after that, we are again going through all the rounds, and we are again calculating, we are again keeping track of the map, right? To have those values. Basically, as you can see, this is another map, right, that we created. Again, we will have these values, right? Andrew, we will put Andrew. And why we are putting Andrew? Because Andrew scored the maximum number of 0.7. We already know that, right, from the set. Also, we know that Mike also scored, Andrew and Mike both have scored maximum points. So we will put those entries into this second map, and we will also keep how many points they covered, right, like scored, so that whoever scores first that maximum points is the winner. So that's what we are implementing here. So as you can see, we are just putting that points into the map. If it's existing, we are just taking the existing points and adding the more points, right, the current point basically to existing point. If it's a first entry, new entry, then we'll just add the points here, right? And at here we are checking if our the maximum value that we found and whatever input of the array I that we have, if it is like if the map value becomes greater than equal to maximum, then that guy is the winner, right? So we'll just put that into answer and we'll just break it out because we found the winner, right? And we'll just print out the name of the winner. So that's what it's a simple approach, same logic that we have discussed here. So let's just execute this. So Andrew should be the answer. So you are seeing Andrew is the answer here. So now, for example, let's just make a little change here. So if we are saying that Mike is scoring, let's say 5 points here. So Mike is now scoring total 9 points. So he should be, sorry, Mike is scoring 5 plus 4, total 9 points. So he should be the winner. So as you can see, Mike is the winner here. Also, I think this is better example that they have given us, but we can take their example. So we can just take this example that they gave us. So we'll just update our this code. Let's say this one is 3 and Mike 3, Andrew 5, Mike 2. Mike 3, Andrew 5, and Mike 2, right? Mike 2. So this example we are taking, so Andrew should be the winner in this case. So we are getting correct answer, as you can see it. Because Mike's, like Andrew first is scoring 5 points, right? So now let's say if Mike is scoring, let's say 4 points here, and then Mike is Andrew is scoring 4 points there, and Andrew is scoring another 1 point here, then Mike has scored 5 points before Andrew scored, right? So now Mike should be the answer. So let's just update this input test case. So as you can see, Mike is the answer. So our code is working correctly. So this is how we can solve Codeforces problem winner. If you are new to my channel, on my channel there is a playlist called as Codeforces, which has a lot of solved Codeforces problems explained with Java code and examples. There is another big playlist on my channel called as LeetCode and LeetCode Solutions. It has over 200 solved LeetCode and LeetCode problems which are taken from previously asked interview questions by Google, Facebook, Amazon, Yahoo, Microsoft, Apple, and many other big tech companies. So if you are preparing for any coding interviews, you can go through this playlist. It covers lots of different varieties of problems which are very important from coding interview perspective, such as graph problems, binary search tree problems, dynamic programming, DFS, BFS matrix problem, optimization problems, as well as linked list and string related coding interview questions are also covered there. If you like this video, if you find it helpful, and if you like the way it's created with whiteboarding examples and Java code, then please give it a like. Also subscribe to the channel. Your subscription to the channel is really important for us because that is the way the videos can reach to more people who need help in solving coding problems. they can watch these videos and they can understand how to approach different coding problems and how to apply different data structures and APIs of Java to solve different varieties of coding questions. So if you like this video, please give it a like. If you have any questions related to video, please put your questions below the description. I am going to put the code into GitHub account and give you the link in the description. You can check it out. Lot of solved problems solutions are there on my GitHub account, and I always give the link into the description so you can check it out. Share this video with your friends and colleagues, and thanks for watching this video.